Hello. So today we are going to learn what is machine learning. I know you are already learned this machine learning in previous sessions, but in today's session we are going to learn machine learning with the example of app. So in the last we are going to make an app in the app inventor that is related to our machine learning program course. Okay. So what is machine learning? So I know you all have the brains, okay? So one of the main difference between humans and computers is that humans learn from the past experience, okay? And at least they can try to learn the things, but our computer or machine, they need to told what to do, okay? So that's why we are going to train our machines, or we can say the computers, okay? So, in the layman language, we can say machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence, which is AI, that provides systems to ability to automatically learn and improve from the experience without any explicitly program. So that means in the PPT, it's mentioned that it is a way of machine to analyze data and output. That means you have to give the data to your machine, and that machine will analyze that data with with the help of some algorithms, and it will give the precisely, or we can say the high accuracy output. And that output can be a determination of, or we can say the prediction based on the given data only. Okay. So, or we can say that we are giving the artificial brain to our machine. So here you can see these three steps are the we can say the key points of our machine learning. That means we need to give the more data, our model should be a better model, and then we can say like after that only we will get the higher accuracy. So till now we have covered the introduction to machine learning, what is machine learning, what is required. So now we are going to make an application in the MIT app inventor. So let's get started. So in today's session, we are going to build an application in MIT App Inventor. So basically, we are going to make an app that can take a picture of any object, and we can say you need to just click the object using your camera, and using machine learning, it will figure out what is it in your screen. Okay. So for that, we need to create our app. For that, we need to open the link called MIT App Inventor. So I'm just going to start on new projects. Click on the start new project. I will give name as a machine learning. Hit enter. So now as you can see, my screen is open. Okay. So this is, you can see, we can say it's a viewer screen. So suppose if you add any object to your screen, so that will appear on your mobile phone. Okay. So this is your GUI. We can say the graphical user interface. So first of all, like to add a project, to add any components, as you can see, this is the component part. Okay. So in the left hand side, as you can see, there are n numbers of buttons are there. You can say buttons are there, checkbox are there, date picker, image. So these are the user interface. So suppose if you want any type of button, or we can say any type of input system in your mobile, so that time you need to just drag and drop. Okay. So just hold a button on that icon and just drag and drop over here. Okay. So this is a your working button. Okay, I'm just deleting for now. Click on the delete. So this one is just like we can say that this is your designer part, and for the coding part we are just click on the block. So here are the n numbers of block available. Okay. So before that, before starting, we need to download our main extension called look into extension. So for that, just go click on this link, and you can find the look extension over here. Click on this look extension.aix. So it will just download the AIX file in your system. Now we will just get back to our application, and just scroll down and just click on the extension and import extension. Choose file, and then we need to check this look extension and just click on the open import. So basically look extension, it provides the features of machine learning. Okay, so now we are going to develop our own app. So for that we are using the screen one, and we required one horizontal arrangement. So we will just drag this horizontal arrangement over here. Okay, so under that we need to width, it's fill parent. Okay, and then we just need two buttons over here. Then we will just drag one button, then one spacer we will add over here, and again we require one button. So I will just give the name as classify. So in the text I will just give the name as classify, and for text button to toggle. So basically we will use this toggle button to change your camera. Toggle button. Okay, this is also we give name as a toggle button. Okay, so and we don't want this label, we just read the space, so just remove it. So we required one web viewer. Okay, so why web viewer? Because we are going to watch our screen, or we can say using the screen we are going to see the camera, what our camera sees exactly. Okay, so we'll add the this one web viewer. We can find it in the user interface, under there user interface. Okay, then also we have already added this one, just drag and drop here, look extension. See, just click on this look and just drag and drop over here. So I added this look extension. Okay, so just click on the look extension one and just click on the web viewer one. So this feature will use the web viewer one. Okay, for the user perspective we will just use the width as 30%. So as you can see it looks very good. Then again we required one status label. So why we are using status label? So it will just show the status of our object, like what we are using. So for that we require a label. So I'm just using this label and just dropping over here. Okay, so I will give the name as, or we can just drop the text over here like waiting for result, or just waiting for result. So whenever we got the result, like what is in front of camera, or you can see, so that will appear over here. Okay, so now our main app is like our GUI is completed. So we are using already the look extension over here, the web viewer, two buttons. One is the classify button, to just click on the button. So after that it will just capture the photo and it will give the result on this label. Okay, so we'll just give the name as a status label for our kind information. So whenever we want to use that one, so it will just help us. Just I'm going to rename it status label. So it will help us to identify which label we are going to program it, because we are going to use the blocks to program this one. So for that only we are going to use this name. So we give his name as a status label. After that, for the button one we will give the name as classify button, or just classify. And for button 2 we will give as a toggle. So because using this button we are going to toggle our camera.
Okay, so now our GUI is completed. You can give the name as the app name, the machine learning we give name. Okay, so just title over here. We will give the name as a Coda bot. Okay, so we will just give the name as a Coda bot, and after that we will just click on the blocks. So here we are going to add our blocks, and using these blocks we are going to make our algorithm. Okay, so first of all we are going to use our classify button. Why classify button? Because that button gives a, like, whenever we click on this object, or we can say the button, so that time we will get the result. Okay, so I'll just drag over here. So whenever we click the classify button, so that time I want to check the set extension loop. So we just click on the loop, and we will go to the set input mode to video. So our input mode is video. Okay, and we will call our look extension, this extension, and just drag and drop over here. So that means whenever click on the classify button, so that time our look one input mode is set to video. Okay, and after that it will call the classify video data. So to change the input mode of your camera, so we will just again use the toggle in this block. So whenever you click on that button, toggle button, so it will perform the operations whatever you put inside this do block. Okay, so again we want to change the button, like we will add this block over here. So whenever you click on the toggle, so that time it will just toggle the camera facing mode. Suppose if you are using the front camera, and if you click on the toggle button, so after that that cam that camera input mode will be shifted to your rear camera. Okay, so now our two blocks are ready. Okay, so now in this classify button we are calling the operation classify video data of loop one feature. So we need to click on this button, then just drag and drop over here. Okay, so whenever our classify ready, our classify button should be true, so that's why we are going to use those button. So classify should be enabled. This is our classify button, and now the logic is true. Okay, and we, as you can see, just a second, in the designer block we have added the status level. So now we are going to use the status level as well. Then status level, we need to change this text. So whenever we click on the classify button, so that time we get the notification on the status level. So I'll just add the, like this is ready. So whenever I click on this button, classifier button, I get the ready status on the my status level. Okay, so till now we are done the three blocks. Okay, so after that, now we are going to build a classification. So till now we are just completed the classify button, toggle button, and the classify ready. So now our classify is ready, but we need to got the classification. So for that, again we are going to check in the loop one. So got classification. Okay, so whenever you got the classification, we will this set label, we required get result. So just we will just drop, we will delete one. For delete any block, you just drag the block and just put in the bin. We are going to use this one. Okay, so as you can see, get the result. So that means whenever you get the result, so that value should be in this result variable. Okay, so now again we need to change the status of our label. So we'll just going to click on the label. Again we need to change this text status label. Just drag and drop over here, and we need to add some list. I'll explain what is a list. Okay, so these are the list. Select list item. So get result. Okay, so we are going to add index 10. So out of 10 object we will get the index. So we will find this block index 10. Okay, so suppose if you not get any type of video, or we can say uh, if you're facing some issue while the classifier, or we can say if you're getting error while classification, so that time you should be get any error message, right? So that's why we are going to add some error message. So for that, just click on this button. We are going to variable initialize global. Okay, we will give the name as error message. Error message. Okay, so we will make a list. We will make a list of few objects. So we'll connect over here. I'm just moving this my slide to this one. So I'm just creating a list for the error, because this extension gives a return value whenever we get the error. So that's why we need to create one dictionary. Sorry, we need to create a list. So I'm just creating a list. So for example, if I get the error message as -1, so that time it indicates that the classification is not supported. Suppose any object in your on your camera, it would not be classified, so that time it will just throw this error: classified, classification not supported. Like this, we have the n numbers of errors. So I'll just right click and duplicate. Okay, so we need one more block of list. I'll just make it here. So now I will change the name as -2. So it's for the classification failed. Suppose if your camera is moved, or if you get the blur image, that time you will get the classification failed. Okay, so again I'll just copy this block and just paste it over here, and just try to drag. So this is how you can add your own n numbers of block. Okay.
Till now we are initialized our error messages, but we want to see those error messages. For that we need to again use one block. Again we will click on this look extension. Okay, and we will just again click on the get error code. Okay, so it will check whether we are getting error or not. Okay, so we need to throw this error on our status block. Then we'll add this block over here. Then we need to add this one again. We need to join two codes. Okay, so first of all we will add some text as error, error. Then we will check our list. Okay, so where is my list? Okay, so we have created a list over here like -1, -2, 2, -7. Okay, so this is our list. So what is our index? Index is -1, 2, 3, and our list is classification not supported. These are the text which is referred to the -1, -2, -3, -4, -6 up to -7. Okay, so it will check the error code. So these are the error codes which we added in our list, and we will check the pairs. Okay, so get the pairs. So we will get the error message from over here. So suppose if you want to like export this code, just if you want to store this or if you want to share this code to your friend or something, so you can just export the AI file. So basically AI file is a setup file, so from that you can share the project file with your friends or like your teachers. Now our app is built. Only thing we need to build this app. Okay, so we'll just click on the build and just over here Android APK. So now as you can see, like my app is getting built. It's 50%. So after getting built, you need an Android device. So using USB cable you need to just transfer this APK file onto your Android phone, and you need to install it on your phone. Similar to this one, I will just record my mobile screen to show you the actual process, like how to install it on your phone and how to use that application. Okay, so like once your app is built, it will show the download APK or directly QR code. You can use your Android phone Google Lens to download this one. So I'm just going to.
So now you can see I just open my Google Lens app and just scan this QR code, and I just click on the link. Once I click on the link, the like it will show the download option. So my like application is getting downloaded. So once it downloaded, I just click on the link and it shows the installed operation. Yes, click on the install. Sometimes you will get the notification like this application is harmful, but you need to click on the open. So as we are using the camera to record video, so we need to give the permission and while using the app. So I just open the app. As you can see, there is a classify button and toggle button is there, and my screen is visible on the web viewer. So I just pointing the video like camera on my mouse. So like in the top also you can see the mouse is written in the status box. So there are some samples I also added. So similar to that, we are getting the text on the status label, but you can also develop your own logic to like it will just prompt in the voice commands. It will say, yeah, this is keyboard. Like in this also, you can develop this MIT app.
Inventor using machine learning.